Good afternoon, tubers. Matt M. Roy back once again, back to you on Sunday, the 27th of October, 2019. What was supposed to be a very nasty Sunday. We're talking about rain in the excess of 2 to 3 inches, has actually turned out to be a sunny day. We got a very minor amount of rain this morning, maybe not even a quarter of an inch. Then the clouds came, no more rain, and then magically around 12:30, all of a sudden, sun came back out. So I don't know if that's going to be the way it's going to be the rest of the day. Ooh, that was a double entendre, wasn't it? But I'm hopeful. I've already gotten a small bike ride in, and I'm hoping to get another one once Mom and Dad get back home. Yes, I did play hooky from church today. I know, bad Matt, right? Well, I wasn't feeling that good this morning, and I had a lot of stuff I wanted to do around the house, so I said, you know what? I think I'm just going to play hooky this one Sunday, and we'll get back to church next Sunday. Let me go outside real quick and show you this beautiful day. I am absolutely amazed. Talk to you in a moment. All right, so just as I was saying the sun had come out, guess what? It is starting to cloud up again. I think we are in for some nasty storms. And they did say this morning we might see a little bit of sun early on, but by now they said that the clouds would roll in. And the bad thing about the sun is it's just going to be fueling up the storms that we're going to get later on this afternoon. You can see quite a few high cumulonimbus clouds up there. Pretty windy at the moment too. We have been doing some work here in the backyard. Over the past couple weeks, Mom and I have been raking the few leaves that have fallen and mostly raking up these little pine straws. These things are a pain in the butt. These come from our one pine tree. We only have one pine tree here, and you could see how they spread all around the yard. I mean, literally everywhere. I don't know, honestly don't know how people deal with it when they have multiple pine trees. But yeah, this is crazy. I mean, you can actually see them falling down right now. Look, yeah, some fell down right there. Unbelievable. And as late as this is, it is incredibly warm out right now, probably around 74 degrees. That means we have to have the central AC on. I am hoping this will be the last time we have to have this on for the whole year, because it does get really expensive to run this basically as long as we have. So I need to go ahead and do inside and do a few things, and I'll talk to you guys in a couple of minutes. I had to grab my keys for the shed. So I want to show you a problem that we're having right now, and hopefully the solution will be for me to sell a few of these items, and that is my bicycle collection. I have become kind of a bicycle hoarder as of late, and it is driving the entire family crazy. This is our shed here in the back, and this thing is huge. I want to say this is like a 16 by 9 or something like that shed. It is really big. And this is the problem that we're actually having right now. Let me see if I can unlock this. And you guys can probably immediately see the issue that I'm having right now. We are totally filled with bikes, and all but 2 of these bikes are mine. This one right here is the Schwinn-Ditch 3.0. This one I actually have listed on Craigslist for sale for $100. I've had a few people make offers, but nothing above $60. And unfortunately, I cannot let it go for that cheap. This is a almost $400 bike, brand new. It's got new tires, new tubes. It just had a tune-up done. All that done at Scat Bikes to the tune of about $120. So I just can't see letting this bike go for that cheap. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just hold on to this maybe until next summer, when people are really getting into bike riding again. Even has a new rear-mounted kickstand. Here I have my new pride and joy, my new Cannondale, and say new to me, this is actually a late 90s Cannondale that I've been really enjoying riding. This is an aluminum framed Cannondale, so it is really light. I had to have this worked on by Scat Bikes, again in Portsmouth. They had to put a new shifter cable on. The one that was on there actually snapped, and they had to fix these shifters. And what tends to happen with these, especially the ratchet shifters, is they get gummed up after a while, and they actually have to take those apart and lubricate them. And as you can see, it is working perfectly fine now. I mean, absolutely perfect. So this bike is 100%. This one is actually staying with me. I actually just put these grips on that I got from Walmart, and they start with an S. I can't think of the name of them, but I had to cut them to fit because the ones that were on there were those foam rubber grips that give you like no support. Like if you're holding yourself, your hands are always sliding, and you don't want that when you're riding bikes. You want to have something that'll actually grip your hands so you have stability when you especially when you're going over dirt roads or rocky terrain. And then, of course, I have all my other bikes over there. And, yeah, at least 2 or 3 of these are going to have to go. The Mongoose, the Raleigh, and then I have that vintage Huffy bike, which I haven't really done anything with yet, though that'll be that'll probably be featured in another video, but probably not till next season. And for those of you that have been asking, Matt, are you riding safely on the roads? Yes, I am. I have my high visibility wear right there. That's my high visibility shirt. I also have shorts that are the same color. You can see them right over there next to the cooler. So yes, I am most definitely being safe when riding my bike, especially early in the morning and late at night. This is crazy. The weather does not know what it wants to do today. The sun is back out and the clouds are lifting. I'm telling you, the Weather Channel cannot get it right. Even the local weather had it as pretty much rain almost all day long. So I don't know. If you live in the Hampton Roads area, Virginia, Southern Virginia, you probably know as well as I do that the weather here is totally unpredictable. They have no idea what it's going to do day to day. I'll tell you one thing they did get right, though, is it is extremely breezy out right now. I'm going to go inside, maybe make myself a cup of coffee, relax a little bit. It is Sunday. And then, you know what? I think it's going to be time for some cold starts. Talk to you guys shortly. All right, tubers, before we do the cold starts today, I do have something that I want to show you. I have talked a lot about eating healthy recently, and I want to show you guys how I actually make my famous homemade chicken salad. Now, I've already basically food processed all the vegetables that I use, and what I actually use is 2 peppers. In this case, I used a yellow pepper and a red pepper. I used 2 onions, 1 red onion, 1 yellow or white onion, depending on what you like. The white onion being like just the regular onions, the yellow being like a Vidalia onion. Spices in here, I use Spike seasoning. It's called Spike Seasonal. You can get it at any health food store. I use pepper, celery seed, garlic, fresh minced garlic, a little garlic powder, onion powder, and I also use a little bit of Italian seasoning and a little bit of basil. And unfortunately, I can't give you the exact amounts because I don't actually measure. It's really to taste, so the best thing I could tell you to do is start with a little bit. You can always add more later, and then once you mince the chicken, put the chicken in, and mix it all together with the mayonnaise, go ahead and take a taste of it, and you think it needs any more spices, you can go ahead and add it in at that time. All right, and here's the chicken that I use. This is just boneless, skinless chicken breasts, thick cut, not thin cut, though you could use thin cut if you wanted. I basically boil this on the stove in a little bit of chicken broth or chicken stock, just depends on whatever you have available. And I go ahead and slice them up into cubes. But you're not going to be easy one-handed. Let me see if I can do it. Honestly, this Farberware knife is really helpful. Wow. Oh, you can see how sharp it is. So basically, you cut it into cubes. That's really sufficient, honestly. You don't need to cut up that much because, honestly, the food processor does the bulk of the work. So then I go ahead and I use the little chute here, put in the chicken, and obviously, I'll spill a little bit of it, but that's just my little klutziness here. Ha, 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 ha. And I think I only got 1 on the floor, but that's okay. Milo will eat that. And then we go ahead and just use the food processor to cut it up. And you want to make it so it's just a tad stringy. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up all this chicken, and we'll mix it in, and I'll show you what the finished product looks like in just a couple of moments. All right, tubers, so here is the chicken all processed. And again, you don't want to cut it up too fine. This is kind of like a medium coarse cut. And the reason being is you want to actually taste some chicken when you bite into your chicken salad. And actually, I probably would have usually done it a little less fine than that, but I was too busy thinking what I was going to say next in this video. So what I need to do now is go ahead and mix this all together and put the mayonnaise in, and then we can have some good chicken salad either for dinner tonight or maybe lunch tomorrow. And I actually saved, I'm going to cut about half of this one up, and the rest I'm going to save for little Milo because he loves his chicken. Let me go ahead and finish this up, and I'll show you what the finished product looks like in just a moment. All right, tubers, and here is the finished product, my homemade famous chicken salad. One tip I will give you is you want to put in a little bit more mayonnaise than you think you need. I actually used about half of this for the chicken salad here. Reason is, if you're using fresh chicken like I am here, the fresh chicken will soak up that mayonnaise over the next few days. So either you can add it now, or you can add it later on once it soaks it up. But I just find it easier to do it all at once. And you can see those little pieces of red and yellow pepper. The onions mix in really well. You really can't see those, but I can guarantee you that you can taste them when you go ahead and make your chicken salad. This is good on a sandwich, as a chicken salad sandwich, or you can put it on Ritz crackers. I even knew people that would put it on pita buns and have kind of like a chicken salad gyro, if you will. But one thing you want to do, make sure you go ahead and refrigerate this for 2 to 3 hours before you eat it. Not really the greatest tasting when it's warm and at room temperature. So that's it for the cooking part of this vlog. The next thing, we're going to go out and do some cold starts. So I'll talk to you guys in just a couple of minutes. All right, everybody, time for some cold starts. Not really cold today, but meaning I haven't started them in a little while. Guess we could start off with the 2005 GMC Yukon Denali XL. Thing's doing really well. Got a few more little projects I need to do on it, but she is running really, really well at the moment. All right, let's go ahead and start her up. One thing that's really cool about this, it does not have a chipped key, so I was able to just get the key cut at my local hardware store. Go ahead and put it in there. See how she starts. Oh yeah, no problem at all. Cold AC, hot heat when you need it. No warning lights except for the seatbelt because I'm not wearing it. 179,606 miles. This has the Vortec 6000, so 6 liter, the biggest one you could get. So yeah, fuel economy is not great. You could see that it gets about 11.6, and that's town driving. I haven't taken this on the highway very much. Go ahead and turn the fan down here a little bit so you guys can hear me rev it up. Good oil pressure, good voltage. Temperature's up a little bit. I wonder if the gauge is sticking because this was definitely cold. I filled this up last week, so again, she's definitely a thirsty little girl. And that right there is for the trans temp. So basically, as you drive, that'll go up, and if you ever get close to the 300-degree mark, then your trans cooler isn't working, and you probably want to pull off the road immediately. And I can see the rain is coming. The only issue I'm really having with it right now, good old headliner problems, and it's just on the actual moonroof here, so need to see if I can get someone to fix that. I might just try to glue that back up there. Mainly it's around there, but you can see it's pretty much loose everywhere. Yeah, it's kind of weird how that happens. My other Tahoe has the same problem. Rear AC here, you got your garage home link, which is useless for us. We don't have power door locks. The button opens your moonroof, or sunroof as you might call it. Yeah, she's a good runner. All right, well, I need to get down to the other vehicles to do it with the cold starts on those before it starts raining a little bit more. We'll give her one more rev. All right, on to the Tahoe. And I actually have to walk down the street, believe it or not, to get to the other vehicles. That's where I'm parking them right now. mainly because we don't have enough room, and that's why one of these has to go. And I'm sure a lot of you have asked me, Matt, have you decided on which one is going to go? I believe I have, and it's unfortunately going to have to be the LeSabre, because I really enjoy driving the Tahoe, and I really like the Yukon, but the LeSabre I just don't feel that comfortable in anymore, because people are so crazy on the highways now that I feel more confident driving in a bigger vehicle. So let's go ahead and unlock it. And haven't started this one in a few days, so I am not exactly sure how well she's going to start, or if she's going to start, to be honest with you. But we got the key. Let's go ahead and put her in and give it a try. Oh yeah, like a champ. You can always rely on your Chevys with the 5.7 liter Vortec V8. Probably the most reliable of the Vortex. Let me go ahead and shut this so you guys don't have to hear that buzzing. 230,290 miles on this, so this thing has definitely seen some use. Rebuilt engine, original tranny. Let's go ahead and open the window a little bit here. A little custom headliner work there, because this one also is sagging on the driver's side. I got these clips at Dollar Tree to kind of hold it up, and it does a decent job. It also gives me something to store, like if I have a hat or something, I'm going to put the hat on there and just let it hang down. All right, let's give her some revs here. Revs here. Da-da-da-da. No problem at all. Good oil pressure. She's cold right now. Probably have to get some gas in this next week when it goes on sale, probably Tuesday. And look at that. Charging system works perfect too. So, yep. Cold start on the 96 Chevy Tahoe. And yes, this one is four-wheel drive. I feel like our neighbor's little Halloween decoration there. The cat sitting on top of the pumpkin. That's kind of cool, isn't it? All right, so 2 down and 1 to go. Buick LeSabre 2000. And this one, have to be really close to open it up. This one I have almost no doubt that it'll start. This one has always been rock solid, reliable. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to be really sorry to see this go. But one of them needs to. Turn the radio off. Oh yeah, always can rely on your Buick LeSabres. The good old 3800 Series 2 engine. 141,886 miles. Coolant temp is good. Battery voltage, battery's charging. Just did an oil change on this. Tire pressure normal. Oil pressure is good. Huh. Interesting. That gauge usually doesn't work, but at 130, I believe it is reading right now. Interesting. And yes, before anybody asks, fuel economy is really decent on this. 24.3 average, and that is a combination of highway and town driving. So let's go ahead and give her a few revs here. Very healthy sounding 3800. All right, everybody, that is going to be it for the cold starts. I'm going to get back inside because, as you can see, the rain is really coming down now. See what the rest of the day brings, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. Interesting. They're running their sprinklers, and it's pouring rain out. What a waste. All right, everybody, I just finished shooting the cold starts, and you can see it was just in time. The rain is pouring. Mom was just about to go out shopping.
Maybe I just got back from church. I figured maybe I'll do some grocery shopping, but I may wait until it stops raining a little.
I think so. I tell you what, if you wait, I'll probably go with you because I could get a few things too.
All right. I'm probably going to do a couple stores. So.
Where are we going to go?
Well, I got to go to, I might have to go to Food Lion, Aldi, and I wanted to go to Walmart. There are a couple things I forgot there.
Oh, that's right. A couple things like that. Projection light, that bulb.
If I decide to get that, I'm not sure.
It was really cool. It was like a Halloween projection bulb or a light fixture they had. what would you call it? It was like it was a bulb.
Protection light, but instead of having a cord, like usually we have to have a big cord going from our outlet out to near the mailbox. So this one is run on battery.
Yeah, so I mean, we could probably just stick it right on the porch and would probably project up on the ceiling here.
Well,
it only said it would do about 10 feet, so I don't know how far it would go.
I don't either.
We were going to buy it yesterday. It was only like $13, but we were on our bikes.
Yeah,
so,
I'd have to like put a table or something right out there to face it to the house or something. But at least it's on battery, so you have to bother with a cord. I'll think about it.
Yeah, well, Mom will surprise us.
Yeah,
if I decide not to go, I won't find out if she gets it until she gets back home.
That's right. Look at it coming.
Wow,
down.
look at that rain.
And it's weird. The sun was out, and it looked like it was going to do something. It stopped. Oh, poor birds. They're looking for some shelter.
Yeah, the birds are definitely trying to hide. But yep. So guess what, everybody? I guess the weather people were right because it's about 2:10, and they said that we might start seeing heavy rain in the early afternoon. So I guess ultimately they were right. It's going to be a washout today. But you know what? We really do need it because if you look at the grass, you could see how brown it is. We have not had much significant rain at all this month. So this is well-needed rain for this area. All right, tubers, I'm going to go inside. I am going to try to relax a little bit. I have been making myself work busy this morning. I've been very busy this morning, so see what the rest of the day brings. Mama, I'll talk to you.
On the flip side. Here we go again.
Yep, heading out to Walmart, and everything is starting to flood here. It started raining again just a couple of minutes after I stopped filming on the porch. And if you look here to the right, you can see they actually have a ruler here. Well, what that is actually for is to measure how high the water is, because it can get up to 3 feet. And that way, when you have that dip, you know if you'll be able to make it through or not. Now, a good rule of thumb is if you see any amount of standing water, don't ever chance it, because if it's anything more than like a foot, then your car can be disabled. That water gets up there quick, and believe it or not, it can actually carry your car away with as little as 1.5 feet to 2 feet of water. So just be really careful. I think we're going to be okay though. It shouldn't flood too bad. It's going to be kind of intermittent rain, so we're going to have spurts of really heavy rain, then nothing. Yep, right here, and then heavy rain again, then maybe some light rain. So it'll give the storm drains a chance to absorb. Whoa! I saw that. To kind of absorb the water that's already on the ground. So we're heading into Walmart. Going to do some shopping here and see what the rest of the day brings. We'll probably be ending the vlog shortly, though I don't want to make these things too long because you guys tend to have a shorter attention span sometimes. LOL. And I'll talk to you all on the flip side. All right, so I'm here at my old stomping grounds, Best Buy. The one I actually used to work at many years ago. And I'm going to see if I can pick up some SSDs that they have on special. Actually, it's the same ones that they had last week. Let me see if I can find them back here. Do they have them? Yep, they got them right there. Check this out. There's 2 more of the PNY 240 gig SSDs back there. Go find somebody, see if we can snap those up for $30 a piece. That's actually not a bad price. They still got the 120s for $20, but for the latest Windows 10 builds, that is really pushing it. Once you put Windows on there and a few of your essential programs, can't really fit too much else on that drive. So I think we're going to stick to the CS900s. Talk to you guys in a bit.
$350 for one.
All right, tubers. So Mom had a really good point here. When she went in Aldi, we looked at the sun-dried. We're always looking for the sun-dried tomato turkey is what it's called.
Yeah, it's in a whole piece.
Yeah, it's like a whole piece. You have to slice it up, but we haven't seen it for almost a year now. We're wondering why. Well, it turns out Mom found out from, what was it, one of the managers there or something?
I
one
looked
of the
and I
workers?
saw it and it had the red. I know now that the red thing means that it's seasonal.
Yeah, it wound up being a seasonal item. So if you like something at Aldi and it's a seasonal item, you can.
Be in a red. It has a red.
Yeah.
price tag around the price. It has a red mark.
That'll tell you that it's seasonal, but there is something you can do. If you really like it and you want it to be a item that they carry all the time, you can call Aldi corporate and request them to always carry it. Now, they may say no, but there's always a chance that if enough people do it on a specific item that is really, really popular, that they will carry it on a yearly basis. So that's something you may want to consider the next time you're in Aldi and you see an item that you really like, but it's only a seasonal item.
Well, if it has a price, and then around it there's like a red line around the whole thing about the whole sign, then that means it's seasonal.
Okay.
They have a lot of stuff that they do that with.
Yeah, and not only that, there's actually a special section where they have what's called special buys. Those are even more limited. Those you may only see for a month at a time, but you can also do that for those as well. If you see something in their special buys, you can request them to carry it on a regular basis, but you'll probably have better luck with the seasonal items. All right, everybody, we have to head in the Food Lion. I think I'm actually going to end the vlog here because it's starting to get really, really long. You guys had a little bit of everything today. You had cold starts, you had cooking, and a little bit of shopping. So thank you for watching this vlog. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.